you heard that title correct. A war in China was caused by drugs. In the 1800s, Britain was empiring in India. They wanted more money, but the Indians couldn't buy anything because the British stole everything from them. They don't know how to use the spices they stole from India. So, they went to China. This is how it went. Hey China, want stuff? Nah, we already got everything. Bro, what the hell, man? I don't know, wasn't me. I stop your drug selling. Also, I'm seizing your drugs. Screw you, I kill you. This is how the first opium war started in the nutshell. The first opium war started in 1839 because the British got a lot of money from that opium. And since China's banned it, Britain started throwing hands at China. In 1839, the first battle of Trenopi started. It was the first real battle of the war because it wasn't a skirmish. The British Navy defeated the Chinese Navy because of a big technological advantage like steam and iron ships, cannons versus war cannons, and the British were probably better sailors. In 1840, the British sent more ships to bully China more like they didn't already. Next, in 1840, also 1841, Britain blocked the Pearl River, not harbor, so China couldn't sell their stuff like tea, porcelain, and silk, which is big since everything is made in China. Also in 1840, the British captured Joseon. This is important because it is a good base for more imperialism. In 1841, these events happened. The capture of Joseon, which is the sequel, 2 battles at Canton/Guangzhou, and the British occupation of Hong Kong, and more on screen. Yo, can you stop? You stole some of my land. Nah, until you buy more of this opium. Bleh. Okay, so in 1842, there were a bit more battles. Here are some of them. The Battle of Chapu. This battle let the British advance further towards Nanking, which is the capital. The Battle of Chinkiang. This let the British control vital waterways, and this is the last major battle of the war. Then, the Treaty of Nanking ended the war. Here are some of the odd conditions. Hong Kong is now British, expanding more colonial influence. China had to pay a crap ton of money. And ports opened up forcefully, I think, to trade more. Oh, you thought it was done? Nah, they got a sequel to that. Welcome to the Second Opium War. This time including our special antagonist, France! France was the antagonist in my last video. You should totally check it out. Either way, this is the Second Opium War. Okay, so flash forward 14 years. Epstein's favorite, maybe Trump's too. The British got pissed that China arrested their crew of their own ship because of pirates and smugglers. Britain still claimed it was their ship. Instead of Britain not being greedy, they used it as an excuse to start war again. They sailed up the Pearl River and bombed Canton again. The parliament didn't actually want to fight China again, but the prime minister did, so the prime minister held an election for war, and it won! So off to war it is. France got involved because China executed a French missionary who I don't give a crap about, so I'm not naming him. The British ships crushed the Chinese wooden ships again like usual. The French and British kept fighting on the coast of China. The Battle of Taku Forts were very important battles which caused the Treaty of Tianjin to be signed. Here are some of the odd conditions in it. Britain, France, Russia, and the US got trade rights. US and Russia, because if China broke the treaty, more imperialists on them, and China and Russia already got some land, and China didn't want Russia to get more. Reparations, other stuff. Oh yeah, China didn't ratify it. Because of that, Britain got more pissed, and the Anglo-French forces started fighting the Chinese again. The second battle of Taku Forts is when they fought again. Guess who won? No surprise, it was the Chinese. They finally won. But the Anglo-French forces kept capturing more forts and cities, so the third Battle of Taku Forts, where it allowed the Anglo-French forces to punch through the coast. A month after that battle, the Battle of Palaco happened, where there were 10 times more casualties on the Chinese side than the Anglo-French side. That let the Anglo-French forces pull up to Beijing, where the emperor dipped and his brother took charge and negotiated for peace. Oh yeah, by the way, the Anglo-French forces looted his palace and burned it. Okay, near the Treaty of Beijing's odd conditions again. It enforced the old treaty, it gave Britain more land around Hong Kong, and it gave Russia more land around Manchuria and more reparations. Also, 1839 is when the Century of Humiliation started for China. Subscribe or you'll be drugged with opium.